Hello students, now we had discussed up to human respiratory system as well as I had explained the mechanism of breathing. Now the next topic is the respiratory volume and the capacities. It means that what kind of the volumes that we consider during the process of respiration, and during the process of respiration all these volume of the air that you are able to see on the screen, these can be measured with help of an apparatus that is known as spirometer. So I'm going to discuss these one by one. So this is the first one is the TV, that is the tidal volume. What is actually tidal volume? Now I am sitting, it means I am taking breathing in a normal way. So in the same way, when you are taking a normal breath, the volume of the air that you inhale or that you exhale, that is considered as the tidal volume. So this is the tidal volume that you will inspire or expire in a normal breath. Its value in case of human being is approximately 500 ml, but here you can see it is 6000 to 8000 ml. How can you calculate that? I am telling you that how can you calculate that. Okay, now the rate of the breathing in human being per minute is 12 to 16 times per minute, and in one breath it is 500 ml. So multiply 500 by 12, you will get 6000. And if you consider that the breathing rate in human being is the 16 breath per minute, so 16 multiplied by 500, you will find out 8000 ml. Now next one is the IRV. What is IRV? Sometimes you have observed that during yoga or during a checkup to the doctor, but usually the doctor say that take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. So it is the amount of air that you inhale by a forcible inspiration. Means when you are taking a forcefully inspiration, you are inhaling the air in a forceful way, then you will get some additional volume of the air in your body. Fine. So this is the additional volume of the air that you will get after a forcible inspiration, and its value is approximately 2500 ml. Next one is the expiratory reserve volume. In the same way as you inhale forcibly, in the same way you also exhale forcibly. When you the doctor says that release your breath in a forceful way, then obviously the additional volume of the air will be released by you. So that will be accounted for the ERV, that is expiratory reserve volume, and its value is approximately 1000 ml. Now moving further, this is the residual volume, that is RV. As you can know, you can understand from the point that it is the residual volume. So what is residual volume? Obviously it is the amount of the volume that is left in your lungs even after a forceful expiration. Means you have released your breath in a forceful way, but still some amount of the air always remain in your lungs. Now the question arises, why there is a need for the residual volume always in your lungs? Now see, actually what happens, these lungs, these must always have some amount of air, otherwise what will happen, the lungs will collapse and the person will not be able to breathe properly. Fine. So that's why a small amount of volume is always left in the lungs even after a forcible expiration. So this is obviously approximately 1100 to 1200 ml. Now these are the four volumes that you must know, that is the tidal volume, IRV, ERV and RV. Now depending on these four, we can count some other volumes also. Now you can see the first one is the inspiratory capacity. So inspiratory capacity is dependent on the tidal volume, that is the 500 ml. You can see the formula. You can calculate the inspiratory capacity by adding TV and IRV. Means what was the TV? It was the volume of the air normally inspired by you. And what was IRV? It was the additional volume of the air that you had inhaled during the process of forceful inspiration, right? Next one, it is the expiratory capacity. You can obtain it by adding TV and ERV. Obviously it is expiratory capacity, so it will deal with the ERV, that is normal volume of air that you had expired, as well as ERV, that you had released additional volume of the air by a forceful expiration. Now moving further, the next one is the functional residual capacity. How can you calculate this? You can calculate this by adding ERV and RV. Moving further, the next one is the vital capacity. You can calculate the vital capacity by adding ERV, TV and IRV. And this is the maximum volume of air a person can breathe in after a forced expiration. Means you had released your release the CO2 in a forceful way. After that, if you are inspiring, you are inhaling oxygen, so that will be counted at VC. So it can be calculated by adding ERV, TV as well as IRV. Now the last one is the total lung capacity. When we are talking about the total lung capacity, we will add all these three. That is vital capacity plus residual volume, and you know the meaning of the vital capacity is equal to ERV, TV plus IRV. So you can add these three, ERV, TV and IRV. It means that these three will represent vital capacity. So what is left? RV. The vital capacity plus residual volume, it will be accounted for the total lung capacity. Now moving further, you can also understand this concept of the respiratory volume by this flow chart. As you can see, this box, this is representing the tidal volume, that is the volume of air that you have inhaled or exhaled in a simple way, right? The next one is IRV, that is additional volume of air that you had inspired. This is ERV, additional volume of air that you had expired. Then RV, it is the volume of the air that will be always present in the lungs. If you add IRV and TV, you will get IC, that is inspiratory capacity. If you add TV and ERV, you will get EC, that is expiratory capacity. Fine. If you add ERV and RV, then you will get FRC, that is functional residual capacity. Now this is the third one, that is the vital capacity. Now how you are getting this VC? You will add IRV, you will add TV, you will add ERV. If you are adding these three components, then you will get vital capacity. Now what is left? Residual volume. So it will be written over here as the residual volume. Now if you combine this vital capacity with this RV, VC plus RV, then you will get TLC, that is the total lung capacity, right? So if you know the meaning of these four, you can find out all these things. If you know IRV, TV, ERV as well as this RV, you can find out IC, you can find out EC, you can find out FRC. If you know these things, then you can calculate VC, and if you add VC and RV, then you can calculate TLC.